What is going up, guys? Welcome back to the best day trading, investing, money management channel on YouTube. Welcome back to the team and welcome back to the show. I hope you guys are all having a great and fantastic day today. So we're going to be talking about how to use the THINKORSWIM platform for success. So the THINKORSWIM platform is pretty much this, guys. It's tdameritrades active trading program. Now they do have $0 commissions as of like 3 weeks ago, so that is fantastic. And they do have a ton of other very cool tools. So we're going to be starting from scratch on how to set everything up, what everything means, and how to really capitalize on this platform. So as you guys can see, we're up in the home page here. Really, we don't really use this a whole lot, and that's just kind of the name of the game. We're going to be going to the scan tab because this is going to be how we find stocks to trade. Now you can go through and you can click, you guys can get rid of all of these if you want. You can do everything. You can add a filter to this. You can do pretty much everything you want. Click add a filter for a stock. Boom, up. Let's say we want to have a, do a volume here. Got to go and find volume wherever it is. I feel like I see it. There you go. Let's just say we want to have a volume of over, 100,000 or so. Maximum none. Let's add another filter here, or a study, a pattern, whatever you want. Let's go fundamental just to put one in so you see it. Let's do, what do you guys want to do? Dividend payout, for 5-year average. Let's just do minimum of, let's go 50 cents. Click scan. Now we're going to be getting all of these stocks with the fundamental dividend payout, an average of 50 cents per year, volume over 100,000. So all of these stocks volume are over 100,000 on average. So now you might be saying, well, Carter, I don't like this stuff here. So it's super simple. There's this little arrow tab. Click that, bump that in. You don't even have to look at it. So if let's say you find a scanning setup you like, what you do is you click these middle, the middle of the 3 lines here. Now this is gonna be how you save and find other scans. So if let's say you like this one, click save, type in whatever you want, and then click save. So 222R3 is saved. So now when you go click load scan, go to personal, boom, boom, there it is. So if let's say you don't want to create your own scan and you just want to use the one that they already have, that's completely fine. So click public, and they have a ton of great scanners that they already have for you. So if let's say you want to look at gap ups, click gap ups. Everything's already in. Yes, you can change these. It's not predetermined, so click scan. I don't even know if that's going to find anything. It did. ECTX is up. So now you can, if let's say you like that, click the middle, save, gap up, what, 1, just so we know. Click save, boom, it's saved. So remember gap up 1, that's going to be what we're going to be looking at here when we go to the charts. So the next little menu tab here, after you find a scanning criteria that you like, the next thing here is the Market Watch tab. So the Market Watch tab, it integrates marketwatch.com. So if that's, say you're looking at stocks on there, you can go through and, simultaneously add it to your THINKORSWIM platform. And you can still pull it up and look at it. So it looks like the other day I might have been looking at TSG for some reason. I don't remember. I don't really use it a whole lot, but I've heard it's very cool if you guys want to check it out. The charts, this is what I use. And this is probably the hardest tab here to figure out what works for you and what doesn't. So right here, these are how you get rid of an ad. So if let's say we want to get rid of this one, boom. If let's say we want to add another one, so we got 4 up, boom. So now once we figure out something that looks kind of interesting and pretty cool, we're gonna want to click these little 3 boxes here and then click customize grid. Once you click that, it's gonna get rid of all those. And if let's say we want to add some more, click it again, bump it out, and then you guys can get more. But since we don't need it, we're gonna go back and click that. All right, so now we have all the charting up and everything like that. We're going to bump out this and get rid of some of these because I actually use these for finding some stocks. I'll show you how here. So remember how we were creating a scanner here. So we're going to want to go click add and then watch list. Okay. Now we're going to want to click this middle watch list box. Now we're going to want to go down to personal. You remember 22R3 and then gap up 1. We're going to want to click that. And then we're going to want to make sure that this watch list and the scanner is integrated with these two. Okay, so how you do that is we're going to change these symbol links. We're going to make them both red. Okay, red and then red. So now as you guys can see that these are the same. No matter what no matter which one I hit, it changes both of them. Okay. So if that's, say you're like, sweet, I figured that out, but I don't want to look at all of these. How you change it, what you can see in here is click this little gear icon, click customize, and then you can change whatever you want. So if that's, say you don't want net change and you want percent change, boom, click OK, and then you can still bump it out, make it larger, do whatever you guys need to do. And then if you click it, it's going to filter it from top to bottom, from highest to lowest. All right. Whoops. We don't want to buy anything right now. But all right. So that is looking good for the time being. So if that's, say we want to add another one here for the bottom two, we're going to click watch list again, change this. And then we had, what was it? 22R3, I think it was. All right. So now we're going to change this. We don't want it red because that's the top. We're going to change it to yellow, 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 and then yellow. Okay. So now when we click A is in each of these. Okay, so everything is looking great. So if that's, say we want to add anything else, maybe Trader TV or level 2, you guys can do that as well. Let's just put in a level 2 and link it to red and bump this down here. Let it load. Sometimes when I film and record my screen, it is a little laggy, but I promise you it is not like this all the time. It's just because I'm recording and it takes a lot of power to record and do everything like that. So now the next thing here, once you figure out, how whatever you want on this, these are called, what are these called? Gadgets? I think gadgets. Okay, gadgets. Why would I even say that? Okay, so now we're going to start looking at the charts here. So we don't want these the same time frame just because it would make no sense to have two of the same. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to click this little time frame setup. We're going to want to change it from the yearly day to probably the 1 minute for day traders. So and then from this one, I like to put this one either at 5 minutes or 5 day 15, just because this is when you this is really how you not find stocks, but this is how you find support and resistance lines. It's kind of hard to see on that one for some weird reason, but that's there you go. So as you guys can see, it's different, but it's the same. So if that's, say we want to, let's just wait on this. Let's do it on both of these just because I don't want to jump too far ahead of you guys. So that, and then change this to 5 minutes, 5 day. All right. So now, looking at this, we can see there's a high of 76.33 and a low of 73.20. So that's pretty much marking out our support and resistance lines. Okay, so let's say, Carter, I want to mark them out. Now, how you do that? It's super simple. Super simple. You can either go down to drawing set like this, or you can click this little cursor up on the top. Once you click this cursor, go down to drawing tools, and then here's horizontal, and then here's trend lines. Now we're going to do price level just because it's more easier to see. So if that's, say we mark out our high, boom, right there, look what came up on top. If we mark out our low right here, oh, we got to change it here. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So now we mark out our low, 70.20. Let's just do right there. That looks pretty decent. So now we can't see it yet because this is the daily and this is only the support and resistance on the daily. So if that's, say we want to mark out The daily support, we just click it and do it like that. So now it pops up. So now anytime we know in the future that these are our support and resistance lines. Same thing up top. If you guys want to go ahead and do that, that's completely fine. So now you might be saying, well, Carter, everything is starting to look great, but I want to add some studies. Okay, super simple. Click studies. Once you click studies, you can go through and click edit studies. I like to click edit because it's a lot easier, to be honest. Now, if you guys want to add a moving average line or whatever you want to do, you can go right ahead and do that. And so if let's say we found one we like, I'm trying to look for the exponential right here. Okay, double click it and then click this little gear setting right here. Okay, this gear setting is going to be how you're going to be able to pretty much customize everything that you need. So if let's say we want to change the 9 to maybe a 200, you can do that. Change the color like that. Make it whatever you guys want. Once you click OK, you can go through and find any studies you want. Maybe RSI. Okay, click that, double click it. Now this is going to pop up on the lower. So make sure it's in between the 30 and 70. I like to go through and make sure and click the oversold to green. That's just my opinion. Click OK, then click apply. Once you click apply, it's going to show it. Okay, so now as you guys can see, it's starting to look like a chart. So now go through, customize, do whatever you need to do. Find something that works for you, and then you're pretty much set. Now, once you find something that works for yourself, you can click studies again, go through, and you can click save study set. Once you click save, you're going to be able to name it. So let's just go, I don't know, trader. Oh, whoops. Let's just do trader. All right. So now once you click save, you can go through and it makes it a lot easier to do it on all of your other, on all of your other, charts. So now click that, boom, go through and click studies. Same thing. It's just repetitive. That's all it is. That's all it is. Load study, trader. Okay, so now we have the RSI on 3 of them. We got one more to do. Click studies. Whoops, kind of double clicked it there. Click load study set, trader. So now it's literally starting to look more in depth and it's not too complicated yet. So if let's say we want to change anything in the appearance of it, how you do that, click this little gear icon. This is going to be the chart settings. Once you click that, you're going to be able to change anything you want. The price axis, time axis. I don't mess with those. I do mess with the appearance. I like to fill up these and then change the background color to maybe something that's easier to see. So maybe a black. Always looks good. Click OK. Now, one thing that kind of sucks about this is you can't really save it. That I found that you can't save it. So you just always kind of have to go through and do it manually for each one. And yes, it kind of sucks if you have 10 charts up to go through, make them all look the same. But I think if you just take the time, you do it, it makes everything look a lot cleaner, and it's really 5 or 10 minutes if you have a ton of them, and really you're flying through it, and if you know what you're doing, it's not going to take very long. So appearance, last one here, fill it up. Background, change it to black. So now you click apply and you're good to go. Well, Carter, you have the charts up. How can you even buy and sell stocks? I'm just going to move myself here. How can you even buy any? You have the charts up. Okay, you see these little tabs here on the side? This is going to be how you integrate anything else you need, such as level 2, time and sales, and your order execution. So if you just hover over it, it's gonna, whoops, it didn't do it that time. Well, anyways, so if the TS means time and sales, so we have time and sales. AT means active trader, now it did it. But this is gonna be how you purchase your stock. So I like to have time and sales up and the active trader so I can click buy and sell. So if let's say let's just do a simulation here. I want to click, if I want to buy one share, I click buy, and it comes across. Whoops, did it do it? Market order, looking for order execution. Looks like I got in at 3:45. It's slowly climbing up here. I'm up 4 cents. Let's just hop out of it here. Click sell. Looking for buyers to enter. Profit of 1 cent today. Awesome. And since there's no commissions, it was a lot easier to do it. So now the next little menu tab, once you figure out something that works good, click the setup tab up here, and then you can save the workplace. So you don't have to do it every time you trade. So let's just go YouTube and click save. So now the next couple tabs really aren't too interesting other than the education tab. The education tab is pretty cool. This is how you can kind of learn about stocks for free. Sometimes when I record, it takes a little bit longer to load. So as you guys can see, there's a brief overview of stocks, options, bonds, mutual funds, futures, Forex, personal finance, portfolio management, strategies and ideas, and tool demos. So you can go through, click, there's little courses and little things that work pretty cool. So, this one, identifying trend changes, investing basic futures, investing basic mutual funds. So you can kind of go through and click and learn about other things. So that is it though. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, drop a subscribe down below. Remember to always stay happy, stay positive, and I hope you guys have a great and fantastic day today. That's it though. Subscribe, do what you guys do. Have a good one.